Oops, I accidentally hit the go live button. I was supposed to play my little intro first to get things set up, but hey, it's okay though. Look, right now, man, it's too hot for me to do anything right now, but we're gonna get the show started. Plus, I'm starting like a minute early, anyways, though. So, anyways, guys, man, welcome to Knowledge and Relationships right here on YouTube, Facebook, uh, Twitch, and also on Instagram. So again, thank you everybody for tuning in. We're gonna get the show started in just a second. In the meantime, I'm just making sure everything is all good. So let's do a check real quick. Okay, so we live on Knowledge Relationships, YouTube check. We're live on Knowledge Relationships on Facebook and also on my personal Facebook check and on Twitch and on Instagram. So check, check, check. And definitely happy fourth to you guys. I see you guys, brothers aboard. Salute, E-Man Williams, salute. Just doing Adrian. Hey, salute, salute, my brother. Salute, salute, man. Happy fourth, bro. Happy fourth. So shouts to everybody on the Instagram live. Shouts to the gang. So go ahead, man. We're gonna just go ahead and play the intro, all right? Have some fun. All right. Well, as soon as I find the intro. mm-hmm. All right, cool. Hey, what's up, everybody? What up, everybody? Welcome to Knowledge and Relationships. It's your host, M3. And I know I'm just doing like a short, type of, well, not short stream, but a short notice type of stream, man. And, man, I'm doing this, man, because a lot of times, man, like when I be on IG, man, I just love the conversations that you guys be having, man. But people, they just be on fire and they just have like a lot of things like they want to just like get off their chest or whatever. So right now, man, I'm like, this is too good of a content to not post this on other social media platforms where everybody could actually join and have a discussion. Uh, so first and foremost, we got now. I don't have the sound effects with me, right? And this it is like a long but personal story, but besides that, I'm going to just go ahead and say, "Burr, burr, burr." When the raindrops fall from the sky, we got a Canadian that's so fly. Salutes to She Stole My Thunder. Thank you for tuning in, sis. Sorry, I do not have my sound effects ready. This was pretty much like kind of like a short notice type of thing of me doing like I'll say a spare of a moment type of thing of me doing like a live stream. As you can see, I'm not even prepared. I'm looking like jacked up right now because we are facing like at least over 100-degree type of weather. Yesterday it was super hot. It was 113 degrees and probably beyond max. And My power went out uh, like last night. So for at least I would say 4 hours, I was suffering in the hot sun, like just baking, because I had no fan, no AC, no anything. All I had was just a cold bottle of water to try to survive and stay hydrated. And if it wasn't for that, I don't know, man. Your boy would not have been waking up today. I would have been like completely passed out. But stay hydrated, my friends. Definitely stay hydrated. So look, I'm waiting for more people to show up because the whole theme is basically, you know, do you guys celebrate the fourth? Now, of course, there is a lot to it than just about the fourth. So before I left, right, we was talking more about pretty much securing the lineage, securing the bloodline. A lot of times people will do whatever it takes to secure the bloodline because we don't want as people, right? Well, let me say this. Let me rephrase it. So, like other nationalities, when you have a culture, when you grow up, learn about certain cultures, and it becomes more of like a priority to your heart, you're well adverse and trained to pretty much succumb into family first. But that means it's not about, let's say for a woman, right? Let's say of Mexican, Asian, whatever type of descent, right? Your culture is not based off of, well, your family, right? The priorities of family is not based off of your husband and your immediate children. The immediate family is not the priority of, keeping them within the family. It's basically your forefathers, your mothers, your brothers and sisters, the ones that plays the biggest influence, the ones that you will seek the most approval for. And unfortunately, if you're married to someone or in a relationship with someone and that relationship is not going well to the family's pleasing, you're going to have bad marriages off the rip because your whole lifestyle is based off of the approval of your family, if you catch my drift. So hopefully we get more people tuning in into like this topic because you know I know everybody trying to get the barbecue in, so I feel you on that one. 100 watts, salutes. The guy that loved those that love him, right? Salutes my brother. Thank you for tuning in. Matter of fact, let me go ahead. I want to post the StreamYard link, man, because I want people to really just come up so we can have this conversation. Again, man, look, like your boy looking jacked up right now, man. This heat, I'm like sweating. I got my shirt off or whatever. So I'm not going to be camera up anytime soon, man. So feel free to come up, man. That's who you are, And let me go to the YouTube real quick so I can also make sure this is pinned to the top. Okay, let's see. All right, message is pinned. There we go. All right. All right, you got 100 watts in the building. Hey, salute my brother. Thank you for tuning in.
What's happening? What's happening? How you?
Pretty good, man. I always appreciate you come up here, man. Always great seeing you up here.
No, I always come kick it whenever I can.
I'll say again.
I said, I always come and kick it whenever I can.
Oh yeah, likewise, man. Definitely for sure, man. I always appreciate the support. Now, Watts, I know that the whole theme is basically, do you celebrate the fourth? And we also have like our own hidden subtitles, basically of keeping it within the family. You probably already heard my little monologue about that. But before I even get down to it, let me ask you this: like, for you, because I think you served the military, right? Or you served the army somewhat. Oh, or what? Shoot, I think we lost Watts, man. Ruby Dog, salutes family. Hey, if you're able to come up, fam. We're trying to get as many people as possible. All right, Watts, can you hear me? Oh.
Mic check, mic check.
Okay, cool. Yeah, now I can hear you. I lost you for,
All right,
for but if you
yeah, my internet must be tripping. My internet must be tripping. I didn't hear what you said.
Okay, no problem, man. Watts, let me ask you a question. You did the service before, right? Like, were you like in the military, army, something like that?
I was in the Air Force.
Oh, in the Air Force. Okay. So okay, this is a good question for me to ask you because this is the 4th, right? So, do you celebrate July 4th?
For clarification, July 4th is not a military holiday. It's not a military holiday. This is not a holiday to commemorate anyone in the military. So for those that have that misconception, just for clarification, this is not a military holiday. And to answer your question, I mean, no, not in the sense of like celebrating a holiday, but to me, it's a perfect excuse to be like, all right, I'm gonna go to so-and-so house and go get drunk and eat some food.
Okay, no, that's what's up. No, that's clear and direct. I mean, I don't really care too much about not to be disrespectful, you know what I mean? Like when it comes to certain holidays that maybe people respect and celebrate, but I'm not like a celebratory like type of dude that focus on the 4th or Memorial Day or Christmas or any other holiday. I'm not like that, like as I used to be. I just treat it as like, all right, cool. I got a day off. I got a moments of time to rest and celebrate. You know what I mean? And relax. That's the way I kind of look at it.
Pretty much. That's really the only value of any of those holidays. The only holiday that I actually like try or put effort into is Thanksgiving, because that's really like growing up for me, that's the one time a year where I'd see family members that I ain't seen in forever. So that's really the one holiday that I actually try. But all of these holidays honestly are just a bunch of bullshit. They all are.
Hey, I feel on that one, man. And Ruby, hopefully we can see you back up again. She probably was having connection issues. Salute Stan, good evening. He says, why is the sun so bright? Nah, that's not the sun, bro. Like, that's just the moon. The moon's bright, Stan. The moon is bright. It is like 113 degrees bright. So you got the sun mistaken though. You gotta get the right names corrected. But salutes to you. Hopefully you're enjoying your vacation. But okay. But also besides like the 4th, right, or any other holiday, we was talking about on IG on how people will try to, like other nationalities, they have a certain code that they follow. Whether it be Mexicans, Asians, people from India, Middle Easterns. There's a culture where they was taught that, hey, you need to marry within your family. And it would be a disgrace if you go outwards. But hold on, let me give a shout out.
Inside the race, not family. Marry inside the race, not the family.
I'm outside the race I'm in, right? And salutes to Marcus, man. He says salutes to the panel chat, knowledge of relationships, 100 watts, Stan Joseph, RT, and she stole my thunder. Salute my brother. Marcus, if you want to come up, the link is pinned to the top. Happy 4th to you. Okay. Christmas and Valentine's are not BS. Sub 100 watts, aka Papa Smurfs. Wow. Okay, Stan. But yeah. Anyways, though. So what we was talking about, man, on IG was that like if you dating someone or you're marrying someone out of your race, you're breaking your family lineage. You're breaking the family code. And by breaking that, because here's the thing, I know people say like it's racially motivated, or those cultures are racist, but it's not about like just like racism. It's more about power. In other words, I mean, I'm for sure like we would probably have been the same way because we know the code, but we just don't follow it through. If we was the type that we follow through the code and we understood the value of what our people could actually do when we're actually unified, man, like resources, money, opportunities could definitely flourish. And it happened at one point. But we sold most of our rights to other people. We betrayed our own people. But let me give a shout outs to the people that's tuning in on IG. Shout outs to like the folks, man. Shout outs to Michael Coden. Salutes. But yeah, man, yeah, that's what we was talking about, like on IG, man, on just like the value, even just the value of the black man, right? Again, there's value in the black women as well too. But I just want to just get to us real quick because we're usually like always like the talk when it comes to like something negative. Whereas like when you hear on other platforms about us, we're supposed to be the most like ignorant, the most illiterate, most ebonic speaking type of race, especially in our culture. We're supposed to have the most trash culture ever. But really, we've done so many great things, man. Like we're the most like, as far as like our people, we're the most educated race. We just don't put our education to use to actually build for our own race. That makes sense.
I feel like we're too ignorant to be the most educated. I feel like our race is way too ignorant to be the most educated. Like just because you go to school and you get a punk ass piece of paper does not mean you're educated. All that means is you were able to remember enough bullshit to pass a test. That's all that means to me. But when you look at the world as a whole, we have no financial literacy. We have no real ownership in anything. We don't have any kind of input, no real input on anything political in this country. Like in terms of real power or real ability, we are way too ignorant to be able to say we're the most educated race, in my opinion.
How is this motivation to build? Yeah, bees definitely come up, man. Definitely come up. Sounds like a broken record. Here's the thing, right? Like, I honestly like, even though I hear this talk a lot, right, from other nationalities, but I still disagree because I know that we can still do better. I know that we still have the intelligence to actually become better people for each other. And even for like the bare minimum of what we do, right? We have so much power. We just have to be consistent in what we're doing. What are you doing individually to change the conditions? That is actually like a good question. Because the thing is, a lot of times we talk about these issues, but what do we do to actually like build for our community? And right now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, usually, like having a platform like this is definitely eye-opening. And it actually helps to build with the people who are listening, or especially like when you go into IG and you have these conversations, and you remind these people that look, man, like we have so much potential of what we could do. This is why other people actually, the women see value in our melanated skin. They see the value of us, but we're in like this society where we're so that the whole goal is basically to emasculate the black man, to pretty much over pedestalize the whites, to pretty much shame us and have us be the attackers. You know what I mean? I.e., people like Fresh and Fit, you know, and other folks or whatever, or Tommy Sotomayor. But what can we do, right, as people to actually set that reminder for our people that, man, like, man, we could do so much greater, man, if we keep coming together and keep having these discussions and keep trying to push and build. Now, we could go out in the streets by action, and we could be preaching to the youth and preaching to the elders and serving them or whatever that we can, you know. But if we don't put the action into it, then it's like, it's, you know, our words is going to be pretty much useless. And definitely happy holidays, Be Easy. Salute. So yeah, hopefully we get some more people coming up. Too bad we lost when she was coming up. But go ahead, Watts.
Look, I think the biggest problem is a lot of people are having this idea that we gonna just change the world just because we said so. Just because a bunch of black people popped out and said this is unfair, that the world is gonna change. That's not how that shit works. I really do believe that there needs to be more focus on just focusing on your shit. So Be Easy asks, what are you doing to change the conditions? The only thing that I can do is focus on me and my circle. So I'm focusing on doing things that my parents didn't do. When I was a kid growing up, my parents never had conversations about finances with us. I never had a conversation about balancing a checkbook with my mother or my father. They never sat down and explained to me, hey, yo, if you don't pay your light bill, that shit will get turned off, dog. Like, they never had those conversations. I'm having those conversations with my daughter. I'm having those conversations with my kids because I need them to know at this young age that when they become adults, you have responsibilities. I'm trying to teach my kids the power of entrepreneurship. I'm not pushing college on my children. I'm doing everything I can to teach them how to make something on their own. I remember being a kid and I sold candy at school. I sold t-shirts at school. Back when LimeWire was on fire, I was selling CDs at school. I'm trying to teach my daughter the value of having a product, creating a demand, and selling it. Creating a service, finding the clientele, and selling it. I'm trying to teach my kids the value of that versus, hey, go to college and get a degree and hope that you get a job with a good salary. That's why we fucked up in the game, because we think that that's the end all be all to ending the struggle. That's not it. That is just not it. There's so many other ways for us to create these lanes of power where we have limited ourselves. And the only thing that I can do is focus on me and mine, because it don't matter what I say on these panels. M3, if you're not ready to make any change in your life, it ain't gonna matter what I say here. It don't matter how smart I sound when I jump on this panel. If you ain't ready to make no change, it ain't nothing I can do. So instead of me stressing myself out and trying to convince other motherfuckers to do some shit that's gonna help our race, the only thing I can do is focus on my circle. And the people that come into the circle and want to be a part of it, I make sure that I give them the tools and the juice that I learned along the way to help them out. I've had plenty of conversations with homies about business credit and what Dun & Bradstreet is and how to create net 30s and all these different kinds of things. That's what I do. I'm not out here trying to change the fucking world. I'm not a politician. I'm not here trying to get nobody's vote. I ain't doing none of that shit. All I'm doing is focusing on me and mine, and that's it. That's all I can do. And just not be a problem. I just don't want to add to the problem. If I can teach and develop my circle and not be a part of the problem, that's all I need to do. That is my only responsibility. Like, at this point in my life, I'm not responsible for nobody else and what they do in their life or how well they learn or what experiences they get. I ain't responsible for none of that shit. I'm taking care of me, mine, and the ones that want to be a part of it. That's it. And I think that as a collective, as an entire group, if we as an entire group can do that, it'll come together. It'll come together. If you have a painting business and I'm a plumber, all we have to do is just work together. If I find someone that's building a house, I can do the plumbing in the house and be like, you know what? I know this dude that do paint. He do a real good job. Now I can plug you in. I don't need to learn how to do what you do. I know you have something in your space. I have something in my space. How can we bring it together? That needs to be the focus rather than trying to get everybody to do the same goddamn thing all the time. That shit goofy. But that's just my 2 cents.
No, I get where you're coming from, and here's the thing, right? Um, we know realistically that us as an individuals, right? Like me, you, and I, right? We can't change the whole entire world, the whole entire nation. However, right, we can only plant seeds. So when you mention about your children, I mean, hell, that's where it all starts. Sometimes it takes like you with a small gathering circle of friends to get together and have the same type of belief system. Now you teach your families, your friends, or your brothers or whoever, right, or sisters, and they're teaching their families core values that you guys was once taught together, and then that's how like stuff gets spread around. If you think about it like this, if you go to church, right, and I'm not advocating for people to go to church, but I'm just saying if you go to church and you're wondering how the hell did this congregation get, and I'm talking about a big ass mega church, right? How the hell did this congregation get over 10,000 members? Some congregations have more than that, those big churches, but we're going to just start small. How does big church got 10,000 members to believe in the same kind of teaching where anything could be misinterpreted in knowing who the Most High really is? In which, in actuality, we don't know who the hell he is, to be honest with you. And that's no disrespect. Salute, Mr. Best. But I'm just putting that as an example because every church that you go to, there's always a different teacher. But you always have a bunch of followers that believe into that. So what happens? Now you're giving birth to kingdom kids, and you're teaching them the same philosophies of religion that you was once taught and you believed. So in some cases, yes, it starts off with your own personal individualized circle. But that circle eventually, if they believe in your teachings, is going to spread out. Okay, watch that. Be right back. Someone's at the door. Okay. No problem. I don't know if Watts got a chance to hear what I was saying, but that's okay. For the ones, you can watch the replay. But my point is that folks out here, man, like, don't underestimate the power that you have. Okay, because you don't have to have that drive to save the whole entire world, because you're not going to save the whole entire world in one night. But over time, through your offspring or the people who believe in you, for those who don't have kids, just know that, hey, your words are really never in vain. You just have to really believe that about yourself. You did? Give me about 1 second, folks. One minute, fam. Okay, there we go. But yeah, anyways, though, man, where the people at, man? Like, look, one thing I'll say about what I like about IG, like, man, people be active, definitely for sure, man, in these conversations. But and maybe it's YouTube because I know YouTube is not really promoting our channel like that anymore. Until we get like the numbers rolling up. And in the meantime, guys, if you guys like the content, please donate to the Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal. All right, welcome back, Watts.
All right. Had to get my food.
No problem. I don't know how much that you missed, but if you need me to summarize quickly, I can definitely summarize for you.
Yeah, quick summary. Let me get a quick one.
All right, for sure, and definitely catch the replay as well too. But look, overall, if you think about like kind of like a religious aspect, like a church aspect, you wonder why like you go to a mega church and there's like 10,000 members. Well, it started over a belief system. One man had a preach about something, and then you have like certain people who became a follower to your teaching. From that point, now they have their own families, and they're teaching them the philosophies that you bestowed upon them, whether if it's accurate or not. And most of the time, like, knowing God is never going to be accurate. So I'm going to just put it out there, because you go to another church, you're going to have a different teacher. But one thing for sure, you're going to have a bunch of members into that teaching. So my point of saying my reply to you is that, yeah, it does start off with you individualizing your circle and teaching them the fundamentals. Can nobody change the world overnight? But over time, through your seed of your teachings, it's going to spread out.
Oh yeah, I completely agree with that. Mm-hmm. Completely. I think that I think sometimes, like, you know, people say, you know, shoot for the moon or dream big or all that goofy shit. It makes sense when you say it. I see why somebody would say that, but every great journey starts with a single step. Any journey you ever go on, I don't care if you're trying to be a doctor, if you're trying to get in shape, if you trying to find a husband, I don't care what your journey is. It all starts with one step. It starts with a small piece of work. It starts with making the commitment. It starts with something small and simple, and it grows into something amazing. Instead of thinking you gonna come out here, these motherfuckers that create these YouTube pages, and you think you gonna get 1,000 subscribers after you post 3 videos, you're tripping. Like you're tripping. You have to start somewhere. And back to the example that we're talking about here, you got to start with taking care of your kids and yourself. Then it'll turn into taking care of the homies, or not taking care of, teaching. It has to start with teaching your kids and yourself. Then it turns into teaching your neighbor, teaching your friends. Then it turns into your friends bringing their friends to come. Yo, you got to meet my man M3. This dude is crazy smart, bro. That's what it. That's I 100% agree with you. Instead of thinking you're gonna change the world in one swift move, just start small. Focus on your shit, and everything else will fall into place as long as you following the journey the right way.
Exactly, Watts. You know what I mean? And once people get that understanding, then it circles back to BE's question, right? What are you doing to help your community, to help your people? And this is an example. Like right now, you know, this is the smallest YouTube platform. I don't have like 100,000 or not even 10,000, like, you know, active subscribers. And the average of views has definitely dwindled down like a lot. And now I'm okay with it, because I'm like YouTube is not a part of my life like that, you know. But when I do go on the platform, I have a voice and I have a choice, and I choose to pretty much spread situational awareness and thought provoking type of questions for the viewers because you know why? I may not be able to change you guys directly, but at least I can give you guys food of thought. And however you take it, if you choose and you decide that you want to take past this information and discuss it to your families and people around you, then do that. Utilize it. You know what I mean? Clip like clip it or whatever. Whatever that you find that is more beneficial to your life for that particular moment in time, hey, take advantage of it. Like once your watch got disconnected. Yeah, well, salutes to the family, man. Salutes. Again, man, I'm just going live, man, because I thought the conversation that we had earlier, man, on IG was definitely thought provoking, intriguing, and I just wanted to share that on a YouTube platform. But I also understand, I'm aware that um, this is the holidays. People got stuff to do, and for me, man, I'm just chilling. I can't even go outside the house right now without baking, frying. And even if I want to go outside, I'm like, bro, I can't even do it right now because I'm that heat is just so bad, bro. It is. I don't know, man. I'll think about it, but man, that heat is terrible right now. I can't stand it. But again, happy Fourth to all. Feel free to write down in the comments, man. Like you guys celebrate the Fourth, man. What's your reasons? Oh my god. Look, I want to give you guys a couple of minutes, man, for you guys to come up before I just shut down the live stream. Because right now at this point, not a lot of people's coming up there, so there's no point for me to talk, to myself by myself. But again, man, nevertheless, this is a wonderful platform, man. We are blessed. Excuse my drinking water. We are blessed to actually have a platform like Instagram, like YouTube, like Rumble, Twitch, whatever, right? We're blessed to have these type of platforms because it's a faster way to get your message spread across. And you never know who you will meet by the end of the day. Oh boy. So I'll give you guys one more minute. We're almost at the 40-minute mark, and then after that, I'm just going to end the live stream. But yeah, definitely come up. I'll give you guys 1 minute though. Hopefully, we get some people come up here. All right, guys. I'm gonna let you guys go because, again, I noticed the Fourth, so you guys, trying to celebrate. Happy folks out here barbecuing, so I respect that. So in the meantime, look, thank you guys for tuning into Knowledge Relationships. It was fun having this conversation. Salutes to Watt, salutes to Ruby Doll. I know Ruby Doll was trying to come up and I guess she got disconnected, so that's fine. But again, thank you guys for tuning in, and it was definitely a pleasure. Anyways, I'm about to go ahead and I'm about to rock out. Peace.
Knowledge and relationships.